皆様ごきげんよう。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you have been practicing Japanese alphabets Hiragana and Katakana, you might be wondering, what should I do next? Well, I think it is time for you to learn how the Japanese sentence structure works. So, Japanese sentence structure. To put this simply, Japanese follows the SOV sentence structure. S stands for subject, O stands for object, and V stands for verb. I like to think of the subject as the theme of the sentence or what the sentence is talking about. Objects as the detailed information, and verb is, well, verbs. English follows the SVO sentence structure, and today we're going to look at the differences of the two languages to understand how Japanese works. I like dogs. 私は犬が好きです。In this sentence, the subject is I, or 私. We are talking about ourselves or myself. The verb is the word like, 好き, and the detailed information of what I like or this object of this sentence is dogs or 犬 in Japanese. I eat rice. 私はお米を食べます。In this sentence, the subject is I or watashi again. The verb is the word eat, 食べます, and the object of this sentence is rice or お米 in Japanese. Also in Japanese, you don't always have to specify the subject of the sentence if you know exactly what you're talking about. For example, if you're talking to a new friend and you are trying to get to know each other and you're just talking about yourselves, you don't have to say, 私は犬が好きです. You can actually skip the subject and say, 犬が好きです. And it basically means the same thing. I like dogs. You will have to specify the subject, for example, when you're talking about others, like 彼は犬が好きです, which will mean he likes dogs. Or 父は犬が好きです, which means my father likes dogs. So, Japanese, although it falls under the SOV sentence structure, just know that unlike English, you don't always have to say the subject or the I in the beginning of the sentence. Now, you might be wondering, what are the single letters in between the words? These are the particles or the glue words. I won't go into detail in this video, but know that in Japanese, you always need a particle between words. They hold words together to make a sentence. So, well, that is basically it. Was it easier than you thought? If you find this hard, don't worry, for it will take time to get used to this structure. But once you get it, you're going to be able to create sentences without thinking much on your own. One little trick here though, when you translate a Japanese sentence into English or vice versa, the easiest way is to translate the subject first and then go all the way to the back of the sentence and translate each word one by one backwards. For example, this sentence, I am trying to study Japanese, becomes 私は日本語を勉強しようとしています. This sentence, 私の兄は今日カレーを食べました, becomes my older brother ate curry today. The trick doesn't always work, but I think it will give you a jump start in translating the two languages. Obviously, the ultimate goal is for you to be able to understand things without having to go through the process of translating in your head, but this is a great way to practice and get used to the structure. Once you understand this structure, the rest of the process of language learning will be for you to build up vocabulary, learn verb conjugations, and just keep switching in and out the subjects, objects, and the verbs in the sentence. Think of the hundreds, thousands, even millions of sentences you are going to understand and will be able to create. You just took the very first step into that great goal. That'll be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Keep doing your best. それでは皆様、ごきげんよう。